What's going on, Coyote Clan? It's your boy back with another video. I had a subscriber ask me to make a video on pressure flips, and I thought that this was a really good request because this trick is super freaking weird, and I would love to show you guys my take on the pressure flip, dude. So with the pressure flips, this trick is completely weird. It's a weirdo trick. It's unlike any trick you've ever tried before. So before learning this trick, there really isn't any requirements to do this trick because it's literally not like anything, but it is a pretty hard trick. So if you're trying the pressure flip, I'd recommend that you're good enough that you can kick flip, 360 flip, you know, like intermediate to advanced skateboarder. And if you have that skill set, you're probably gonna figure out the pressure flip. So like always, let's check the footy. Sick. So when doing this trick, the foot setup is really important. Normally with tricks, I give you a general place to put your feet and you can kind of mess around with it. With the pressure flip, I would say put your feet exactly like how I put my feet in this video. So with the pressure flip, the front foot does absolutely nothing. The front foot on the pressure flip is like those guys in your neighborhood that just sit on the porch and drink all day. They're not doing much. It's just there, okay? So the front foot does nothing. This trick completely consists in the back foot. The back foot does absolutely everything, okay? And like I said, the pressure flip is weird, okay? It's out of this world. You don't want to scoop it, you don't want to pop it. It's more like a push down scoop and then wait. Super confusing. It's really hard to explain. You kind of can't really explain it. You have to feel it, but I'm gonna try my best to explain it, all right? And this is all you do. You have your foot kind of up on the tail in the pocket, you know, pointed forward, all weird. And what you want to do, you want to bend your knees. And when you pop this into the ground, you want to pop it very quick and precise, but you don't want to like jump and apply a lot of pressure, okay? And like I said, this is super weird, so hear me out. You want to push your foot straight down and you want to feel the ground with your toes. Once you feel the ground with your toes, you want to scoop your foot forward and to the right at a very slight angle. You don't want to push down and then scoop behind you. You want to push the board into the ground and your toes want to go directly forward and slightly to the right. And you want to do this pretty hard, okay? You want to press it to the ground like a medium hardness and then scoop forward and to the right really hard. Now this is where the pressure flip gets really weird, okay? What's gonna happen if you try to just push it to the ground and scoop, the board is gonna flip halfway all the time. It's not gonna completely make the flip happen, and this is because you're releasing it too soon. So just like in the name, it's a pressure flip. The flip comes by applying pressure into the ground. It's not like a pop and release or pop into the ground, scoop and release. It's push the board into the ground, scoop it forward, and then this is the weird tricky part of the trick that you have to feel. You have to feel it. But what happens is you leave your foot on the ground. You do not lift your foot back up. If that makes any sense. If you try to push it to the ground, scoop it forward, then lift your foot up, it's just gonna do like a weird pop, shove it, and flip halfway every time. You need to push your foot into the ground, push it forward with a little bit of an angle, and you're gonna leave the ground eventually because you're jumping, but you wanna like leave those toes dug into the ground literally as long as you possibly can. And if you just leave it there, the pressure is gonna distribute through your skateboard and your skateboard's gonna flip up and force you to lift your legs up and then you'll land it. It's like super weird, but once you get that feeling, the trick just clicks and then it becomes pretty easy. And I think this is an interesting trick. Like, it's really hard to explain. You almost just gotta play with it. And like, if you don't quite understand what I'm saying, a really good way to work on this trick is try to do it without landing it. So just sit there with one foot and just push the board into the ground and scoop it forward and kind of like hold your foot on the ground, and you'll see the board will just like flip around. And once you get that feeling, then you can try it and try to land on it. But like I said, it's really weird to explain. It's like a feeling. You gotta feel how your foot hits the ground, pushes forward, and then just sits there. It's like once you realize that you have to dig your toe into the ground and scoop it forward and just leave your foot on the ground, like once you get this feeling, you'll see the board will just flip up. You're like, oh, that's how it works. So once again, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any other trick requests, please leave them below, and I'll see you next time.